Hello everyone, welcome to Vidya Explain series. Topic for today's discussion is INS Vikrant. So important points for your CLAT examination. Like we'll discuss about INS Vikrant, feature of INS Vikrant, significance of Vikrant or significance of aircraft carrier. And we'll also discuss about the previous aircraft carrier of India. So let's start. INS Vikrant. INS Vikrant is the first aircraft carrier built in India. The first Vikrant class aircraft carrier built by Cochin Shipyard Limited in Kochi, Kerala for Indian Navy. So it is a first indigenously built. First indigenously built. So it's not like the first aircraft. It's first indigenously built in India. It's a Vikrant class aircraft, Vikrant class, and where built by Cochin Shipyard Limited. Cochin Shipyard Limited in Kochi, Kerala. So you have to remember that this is not first, rather this is first indigenously built. This is Vikrant class built by Cochin Shipyard Limited in Kochi. It has been designed by Indian Navy's Directorate of Naval Design and built at Cochin Shipyard Limited, a public sector shipyard under Ministry of Shipping. So it is built under Ministry. So designed by Directorate of Naval Design and being built at Cochin Shipyard Limited. So you have to remember that designed by Directorate of Naval Design and built by Cochin Shipyard Limited. The motto can be asked in an exam. Which of the following is the motto of INS Vikrant? So Jayam Sam Yuddh Spardha, which is taken from Rig Veda. So this is important. They can ask that the motto of Vikrant taken from. So they'll give 4 options: Rig Veda, Shamved, Yajurved, Atharved. So you have to remember it is taken from Rig Veda. And what is the meaning? The meaning of I defeat those who fight against me. So the meaning, it's easy to remember meaning, but do remember this motto: Jayama Sam Yuddh Spradha, and taken from Rig Veda. So this is all you have to remember from this slide. Now we'll discuss the features and specifications of INS Vikrant. It is 262 meter long, 262 meter long. So this whole length is 260 meter and 62 meter at the widest part of depth, at the widest part. So the widest part is 62 meter. So it's easy to remember that it's 262 and 62. So you do not have to remember different number. It's 262 and 62. And the depth of carrier is 30 meter minus the superstructure. So this is the depth. This is the depth, that is 30 meter. This is 30 meter. This is 62 meter. This is 262 meter. And this 30 meter depth is mined by subtracting the height of superstructure. So this is the superstructure. So this is not included in the depth. So depth is only this much. For your exam perspective, this is depth, this is width, this is length. So it's 262, 62 and 30. So this is, you have to remember. There are 14 decks in all. In total, there are 14 decks, including 5 in superstructure. So total deck, you have 15, 5 in superstructure and 10 others in this part. There are 30. So total 15 decks. It is expected to have a top speed of 30 knots, approximately 50 kilometers per hour, 55 kilometers. 30 knots, that is 55 kmph, kilometer per hour. It features a short takeoff but arrested recovery configuration with a ski jump. So STOBAR, this can be asked, what is STOBAR? Short takeoff means this can be easily take off from within a short distance, and but arrested recovery. So what is arrested recovery? So suppose this is the runway, and then when the aircraft land, then there are wires attached here. So a hook comes from the aircraft's tail and it gets attached to the wire. It gets attached to this wire when it lands, so that the speed reduces very fast, so that the speed comes down to 0 very easily. So that is what it's arrested recovery, that the wire arrests the aircraft. So you have to remember this STOBAR. Short takeoff but arrested landing. So this is, you have to remember. It is expected to carry a group of up to 30 aircraft which will include up to 24, 26 fixed wing combat aircraft, primarily MiG-29K. So K is naval version. So it can carry up to 30. So this is, you have to remember, 30. So there is no, as of now, we don't know how much it will carry, but this is the expected. For now, the Navy has only one carrier, that is INS Vikramaditya. So currently in operation, we have INS Vikramaditya. Vikramaditya. So this is what we have. Contracted from Russia under a $2.3 billion deal from Russia in 2013. So you have to remember that currently we have INS Vikramaditya in operation. Inducted in 2013, INS Virat was recently retired from service after cumulatively serving the British and Indian navies for over 50 years. So last year, Indian Navy retired INS Virat. It served both British Navy and Indian Navy for 50 years. So you have to remember, we had Virat, INS Virat. Currently, we have INS Vikramaditya in operation. And in that line, when the new INS Vikrant joins the Navy sometime after 2022, it got delayed because of COVID. It would be the fourth aircraft carrier to define Indian shores. So it will be fourth. So first we had INS Vikrant, and then we had INS Virat. Then we had, currently we have INS Vikramaditya, and now another one is also of Vikrant class. So we are indigenously building this Vikrant. So we had total four. So this got retired way back. This INS retired in 2021. INS Vikrant is currently in operation. INS Vikrant under sea trials. So significance in support of land battles. So India, this is Indian map. This is map of India. So India has a long coastline, including of Andaman, Nicobar and Lakshadweep. So including Andaman, Nicobar and Lakshadweep, we have around 7,500 kilometers of coastline. So this land area can be defended by army, but to defend this area, we need aircraft carrier along with the naval warships and submarines. So in support of land battle, it can also support during land battle. For example, here with Pakistan, if we have a battle, we can use this aircraft carrier to support Indian Army. Likewise, this Indian aircraft carrier supported Indian Army in 1971 war. So during the 1971 operation for liberation of Bangladesh, the aircraft on board INS Vikrant was employed very successfully to strike strategic targets deep inside the erstwhile East Pakistan. So like this was, INS Vikrant was used in 1971 war this side. Security of sea lines of communication. In the event of military conflict, a carrier is only naval asset that can provide a comprehensive protection to merchant shipping carrying strategic commodities of India. So for example, if war is happening in this region or in this region, so this through the warship, through the aircraft carrier, we can secure our shipping, we can secure our ships which are carrying commodities to India. So this is important. Maintaining influence in Indian Ocean region. So in the Indian Ocean region, India is a big player. So it is important that India remains dominant in this player. And if we have 2 or 3 aircraft carrier which can be deployed, one this side, one this side, and one this side, then it will be easy for us to maintain influence in the Indian Ocean region. Security of island territories and non-military missions. So it is also important to secure our non-island territories like Andaman, Nicobar, and Lakshadweep. And at the same time, these aircraft carrier can also be used for non-military missions. Non-military missions such as for disaster related missions like tsunami, flooding is there in different Indian Ocean region countries. And like for during COVID-19, it can be used. They were used for providing relief material to other countries. So this is all you have to remember from this topic. It's time for G quiz. Question number 1, which of the following aircraft carrier was decommissioned recently? Your options are INS Vikramaditya, INS Vikrant, INS Virat, none of the above. Correct option is INS Virat. Question 2, which of the following is responsible for building the INS Vikrant? Your options are Mumbai Shipyard Limited, Visakhapatnam Shipyard Limited, Cochin Shipyard Limited, Chennai Shipyard Limited. The correct option is Cochin Shipyard Limited. Which of the following aircraft is currently in operation with Indian Navy? Currently in operation with Indian Navy. Your options are INS Vikramaditya, INS Vikrant, INS Virat, none of the above. Correct option is INS Vikramaditya. So INS Virat undersea trial, decommissioned last year, currently in operation. Which of the following statement is true? INS Vikramaditya is indigenously built aircraft carrier. INS Vikrant is indigenously built aircraft carrier. Both A and B, none of the above. Correct option is INS Vikrant is indigenously built aircraft carrier by Cochin Shipyard Limited, designed by Directorate of Naval Designs. Next question is India brought INS Vikramaditya from which country? Correct option is, your options are USA, Russia, UK, France. The correct option is Russia in 2013. $2.3 billion deal. So that's all for today's session. Stay logical with Vidikya, your best pal in CLAT Prep.